Um, so just for a quick recap, in regards to Muslims or Christians, um, oh, I want to do something over. I have to re-say that again in regards to Jesus and Mary in both Quran and Bible, and both have the same stories. Both have the same stories. Both of them um, books tell the story about Mary being spoken to by the angel Gabriel. Um, one tells you how they picked her. They drew straws and she was picked. Whereas the other one in the Bible, it don't say except that both of them have an immaculate conception of Mary, okay, and Jesus. And like I said, Joseph, uh, who's Jesus' dad biologically in the literature, but then you got God Himself, Jehovah, and Allah going around impregnating women. Okay, and for those of you who believe that story, um, let's put it in your life in a realistic situation. If your daughter came home one day after you have raised her with all of your morals and your high standards and what have you, and she comes home and tell you that she just walked past the church that she normally walks past every day, coming home from school, and she's never had sex with a man, but she's pregnant. Now, what would you tell your daughter? You'd be like, go get that nigga, right? 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 Or the mother would be like, you're lying, bitch. You're lying, bitch. What's his name? Where he at? However, you would believe a book that you don't even know who wrote the book, because many of you don't know. But you believe in the book before you believe in your own daughter. So what does that make you? And in regards to the Jesus thing again, yes, Jesus is the devil. And as I stated, he said so himself in the book of Revelations chapter 22, verse 16, when he calls himself the morning star. Okay? So, yes, Jehovah is the father of Jesus, and Allah is the father of Isa. Same concept. Same concept. So, yes, Allah and Jehovah is the father of the devil. And I don't care which one you want to look at. You want to look at Jesus or you want to look at Iblis. They both say they're the morning star. And I don't need no theologian. I don't need no sheikh. I don't need no imam to tell me anything other than what I see. Because I have a mind of my own as well. I don't need anyone's interpretation. Malcolm said, read for yourself, see for yourself, think for yourself. Because as I stated, if you don't think for yourself, someone else will do the thinking for you. Okay? And we also went off into Noah. We saw where Noah was in the Bible and the Quran. We saw where Adam was in the Bible and in the Quran. We saw where Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, Joseph was in both the Quran and the Bible. And we saw the voodoo that the Muslims do when they wash their face and behind their ears before they do prayer. Well, we also found that in the book of Exodus, chapter 40, verses 31 and 32, that Christians do voodoo too. I'm just saying. Don't argue with me, argue with the facts. And those are the cold, hard facts. You understand? Now, in the end, in the book of the Gospels, And I don't care which one you go to, Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John, it doesn't matter. They all tell the story of Jesus being crucified, right? And that's how he supposedly died and transformed and went to heaven, right? Well, Muhammad, when he died in Medina. He died in Medina, Arabia, and he died of a fever, so they say. Unlike the story that the minister told us, whereas he died of a broken heart because he couldn't continue to spread Islam. See what happens when you do your research? I'm just saying. Yeah, so he died of a fever, so they say, and he too went to heaven, to the hereafter. And that states, it doesn't state that in the Quran, but it states it in Muslim literature. And if I'm not mistaken, it's called the Taz Miraj. And there you will find where Muhammad had transformed and he too went to heaven. Muslims and Christians are the same. So we shouldn't have to see brothers and sisters arguing over it's Jesus, it's Muhammad, it's Moses, it's Jehovah, it's Allah. They all the same. Muslims are Christians and Christians are Muslims. Now, however, I did speak about the Jews earlier. And I left the Jews for last because the Jews are the mastermind of this whole thing, this whole Trinity thing. And when I say Trinity, I mean Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. That is your true Trinity. Okay? And why do I say that? I say that based on the grounds and facts, actual facts. And many of them I just gave you in this series and in other videos if you've been tuning in. And if you haven't, and if this is your first time tuning in, I highly recommend that you go and treat yourself and watch all of the videos of the Mo Show. Okay? Now getting back to the Jews. In the Bible, like I said, you have two religions. You have Christianity and you have Judaism. Judaism, the first 5 books, the Pentateuch or the Torah, okay? And that was pretty much moving around in circulation and finally done 400 BCE. And it started in 600 BCE, but they finished by 400 BCE. And now the Jews who share the same, the Christians and the Jews share the Bible, but the Jews don't believe in Jesus. And as far as they're concerned, who's the brother in the last one? Malachi is the last prophet. However, Moses is their man, just like Moses is the man in Christianity, just like Moses is the man in Islam. And in both books, his role is pretty much the same, just as all of the other characters. Even Jesus himself has more authority than Muhammad does, because Muhammad is not the son of Allah. I'm just saying. So you all think about that, okay? But the Jews, like I said, they put it on the Christians. They passed it on. It's all a game. The Christians are ahead. I tell you like this. It's his brother in Detroit that used it so well. And he said that he used the Jews as Dr. Dre, the Christians as 50 Cent, and Eminem as the Muslims. What a beautiful example for everybody to understand. It's just that simple. The religion is really like the music industry. I'm just saying. For those of you who know both worlds, music industry and religion, it's all the same. It's just like the pharmaceutical companies and the guy that's on the street selling it. They both selling drugs. They're in the same business. You understand? And the Jews, like I said in the last video, or I think it was part 2, when I gave you a lot of information about Muhammad and the Jews. The Jews and Muhammad were actually very much close, and they were in business together at one time until Muhammad got greedy and decided that he wanted to take over with Islam, and they like, no. Okay, and they stopped sponsoring him. They used to give this man money. Just study the literature, and you too would find out that which I have found out. Okay. What else I wanted to Jonah. Jonah also is in the Quran, and that is in Surah 10. So if you get a chance, check that story out in regards to the book of Jonah and Jonah's literary history, and check out the Bible Jonah literary history, and I'm sure you will find some great similarities as I've showed you throughout this series. And I really believe and hope that I provided you with enough solid information that you can research for yourself. And like I said, some have already began having conversations in regards to that which I spoke about, which that's good, because that means that some people are listening and some people are watching, and that which I do speak, some people actually do go back and check and investigate. That's the good part about it. You see, when you say some things and a person does research, that means something. Just like when people say things to me and I have to go and research what they say, Yeah, research. Elijah Muhammad said that history is the best qualifier for all research. And I tell you, that cliche cannot be none further than the truth. So if you desire to stop being hoodwinked and you really want to know for yourself, or if you have questions, you have to do some investigating versus just listening to someone tell you a story. In fact, this is how